Hello, you marvelous mutants. Lord Squirrel here, and welcome to SquirrelPlay for your Thursday, the 9th of February 2017. As you well know, I take issue from time to time with survival games. There are a couple of them I've actually been okay with. I know tomorrow we've got Conan Exiles, which is, well, you'll see. Um, oh, well, crap, I digress. With me today, we have the ever popular lovely Kitty,
Hello, everybody.
who is going to help me snark this game. Snark this game here. They call it MetaTron, and MetaTron is a PvP arena survival game. You will have to deal with not having enough food, not having enough water, other players, trying to build yourself some shelter, all the fun things that really aren't very fun. We get to play the whole let's babysit the protagonist. And for those of you who don't know me very well, that is a thing I dislike intensely. So, without further ado, let's give it a look, shall we? Okay, we start out with the standard substandard Unity options menu, and it doesn't really matter what you have in here because it's really not going to work. Tubby Kid made with Unity, of course it was. One of these days I'm going to shut that. One of these days I'm going to remember to tell it to screw off. Steam overlay is not fun. It is currently not responding. I think it may hack back. I think it may actually be trying to crash on me. 1 frame per second, obviously something's not right. Either that or did this before and I just didn't recognize it. Oh nope, there we go. It says request 100. I don't know what that means either. And now it is again not responding. Probably still loading. So no loading screen. You're just going to have to guess. Ah, here we go. So the setting menu that actually matters is in here. You can do all of your stuff there, including the VSync. Controls misspelled. Movement controls, WASD, left shift space, and crouch. Interacting with things. If you want to bring up your inventory, it's E. T to chat, tab for the player list, and for a map, because it helps to have a map. But if you want to use something, you have to click your middle mouse button in. Combat, all of these fun things. Hand to clear, whatever, and apparently you have 9 hands or some such thing. Of course, L for flashlight, which means moving yourself completely across the keyboard. I'm going to see if I can actually correct that. Apparently I can. Oh, nope.
I'm I'm so excited that I'm gonna pee myself.
I know, right? Leave the vehicle. Why did you put, uh, right. Let's go with B. Now we're going to go to flashlight on F. There we go. So it is rebindable. It's just annoying. All right, let's go to play. You must be online. You must have an on. You must be online, and the servers at the moment are pretty well dead. We're going to go with Metatron official US West number 4. Nitrado is their server provider, and if you want a server of your own, you have to pay them because that's the only way to get a server. It's a rent-owned server. Um,
Oh,
so that's where they're getting at least part of their money. There are 6 community
oh,
servers, and I don't want anything to do with any of them. Let's go for it. Connecting to US West number 4. Okay, who do we want? Joe is fast, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Of course, we can't just click over here. We got to go on to the next. I don't know. I don't know which lift she had her head crammed in, but her joints are all messed up, and them arms. I don't even know where that came from. What do you think?
You can play as Joe, Lily.
Gunner. We can't get a good look at him, but his joints have been messed up. Hey guys, let's see if we can figure out how to rig next time, please. Here's our most normal looking one, and she's blind as a bat, or appears to be blind. Nope, she's got sunglasses on. That's what her problem is. Okay, Zuma does a lot of damage and has very little in terms of resistance. Same as our friend Gunner over here. And then we've got our guy Juan, who resists everything, but can't run to save his life. I'm actually not surprised. The poke through on your uniform is absolutely brilliant. Might want to fix that. And then we have Maddie, who resists everything, has joints just as bad as everybody else. Her fingers are broken, and life sucks. Not going with Joe. Yeah, her chest looks like it's been collapsed because her joint.
What the fucking fuck is that?
That is bad rigging, is what that is. These character models at the front do need to be re-rigged, and unfortunately, the way the topography seems to work, it's going to be a problem doing. There could be a problem with that. That looks like a nice flat spot. I have no XP, and it's the middle of the freaking night. What the hell am I? I'm underwater. Oh, brilliant. It's not the middle of the night. I'm not actually on land.
Did you choose your character?
I did. I went with Lily.
Hmm.
Welcome to the beach, folks. And we started off at the bottom of the bottom of their little ocean here. Oh dear, yep. It's so exciting chopping up trees and costing ourselves food in the meantime.
You can't even build your own character?
Nope. That was the one thing I would. That's the one thing I'll give Conan Exiles all over this. In Conan Exiles, you actually do have a fair amount of, or a small number of ways to modify the character itself, modify one's appearance, but they're not huge, and it. I've seen better. I've seen lots better. Who are you, and why are you doing this? Dead body. Right. What have you got? I want your tools. I want your shoes. And that's a really neat looking hat. So I'm gonna take those. You just happened to spawn the same area I was in. All the worse for you, I think. Hey, eat the foods. More of the berries. More wood. Because I need a shitload of it if I'm going to build a little shack out here.
Mutants apart, this seems to be a bad version of Ark.
Yeah, it doesn't look nearly as nice for a start.
Yeah. Of course, in order to avoid being compared to Ark, they introduced the element of mutants. But to me, this is a bad copy of Ark.
Yeah, so actually, I'll be honest. Well, we'll talk about Conan Exiles next time in the next video. I don't want to give away too much here, although quite a number of people have already realized just what it is. We're gonna pull together a few hundred pieces of wood. Okay, that one just didn't despawn, is what that was. Sigh. I'm sure this is really exciting and later on in the game when shit is just not all kinds of wrong, but still, I got enough berries to hold me up for a few minutes. One of the things that I dislike about some of these games actually is that the food spoils. And admittedly, I have issues with survival games anyway because that's just a thing. I can get apples, or I can have berries, or I can go build a house out here on the lake. Well, technically not a lake. How the hell I managed to spawn in? How the hell I managed to get spawned underwater? You again.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to get this. That's the second time I've had to do things like that. Rock. You can have the rock. And I guess you get to keep your shoes. Because I don't actually have a backpack of any kind. So I guess, Miss Tammy Gengler, you get to keep your shoes this time. And we are not staying in this area because chances are it'll be back. We are not going to stick around. We're going to go back that way. And
You don't have place in your inventory for the shoes?
Nope. I only have a belt, and even that's going to be a pain. This area looked nice and flat, which is why I wanted to come here. But, yeah, this isn't working. That person has tried to kill me now twice. I'm going to move on. And there's a reason I like having private servers. And now you know what that reason is.
Why did you leave the shoes?
Because I didn't have space for them. It was either that or I give up all of the wood. Please note that I do not. I'm running along the bottom. I'm not swimming, and I do not seem to have an oxygen meter. There's another side note to this. Here's a deer kicking it, just kicking it along all nice and happy. The deer are fat and happy. And I just sent it running back to the bottom.
A deer underwater?
Yep, an underwater deer. I could have taken that land bridge right there. Oh well. Guess I'm going to do that some other time. Your tools also don't degrade, near as I can figure. Because I've beaten the hell out of my little hand axe by now.
Seriously.
I've beaten the hell out of my hand axe by now, and it's still not doing things. It's still not appreciably damaged. Now, I will be the first person to admit this is an early access title, and therefore may actually not be reflective of the final product. But this is not ready for prime time, even at a $10 price tag. What? Who are you? Get out of here, Joe.
You have a very limited space on your inventory.
Yes, because I haven't actually built up and that's because I haven't stopped long enough to build anything. Yeah. All right. He can have my old shoes. I don't care. Looks like I'm going to have to run for the interior after I wipe out my collection of apples. And when I talk about babysitting our protagonist, this shit's what I'm talking about. Having to eat, 10 meals just to get you again.
No, and
What are you?
along the way, you still have to keep mutating.
Yep, which I'm currently refusing to do. We take those. You could have those. The granny glasses. No, we're not taking those. You can have those things back. I don't want them. And they're probably both way too pissed at me for words right now. Because I have now kicked the crap out of both of them for no reason other than they came at me. Mind you, I'm down to half health now. Eventually, they will wear me down and kill me, but that's. Oh,
Seriously?
Hey, Joe.
Again?
Yeah, he's even got a pair of shorts. Yep, he got me.
Joe killed you?
Joe got me. I am dead. He's already broke.
Oh,
He's
God.
already broken open my corpse and had a look. So, all right. I think I've had about enough of this too at this point. Um, Everything here is nearly completely random.
And our time is up
Yep.
anyway.
So it is. All right then. Any comments from the Kete?
If you want to be a copy of Ark, and you decide to introduce mutants, at least be something workable. Seriously.
Yeah,
Um,
they're serious at this point. Look, guys, fix your animations. Get these 4 characters new rigs. Whatever you got to do something. Because
and
the way you put this together is not acceptable. Your trees are just
I'll
plains at this point. I mean, look at that
allow
raspberry up there.
allow people to build their characters, because your choice of characters is piss poor. Seriously.
And even if it wasn't, even if she was wrong and it wasn't piss poor, you've still got a lot of work till you're ready for prime time, kids. I hate doing this to
How much?
folks. This game is $10
How
on
much is
Steam.
this?
$10.
$10. Oh,
Uh,
at least it's not that expensive.
well, not that expensive. It does. It needs a whole lot of work. Um,
But it's still not ready. Is it
um,
in on early access?
it is an early access game. They want you to. They don't want to build a game for us. They want to develop it with us. Yeah.
Okay.
Design by
Okay.
committee will never go well.
If you want an early access game, at least make it be a little bit more honest, and during early access, make it way, way cheaper, because for an early access game that is not complete, $10 is too much. And honestly, at this stage, I do not recommend this game for anyone.
The game is incredibly rough. Your animations are very poor. You need to work out you need to work out swimming and a few other things. There's too many problems for me to recommend this. I'm going to say no here.
You can spawn underwater, you have a deer underwater. What's up with that?
That and respect the water. All right, that's going to be it for us today, I think. Until next time.
This has nothing to do with the fact that I personally don't like survival games. As I have said many times, I may not like a certain genre, but if the game is good, I will recommend it. My personal bias doesn't influence my recommendation. If the game is good, I will recommend it.
All right then. Between now and
So,
then, let's be safe, be sane,
and let's make games fun and good again.
because this really isn't it. You guys have got some work to do. I suggest you get on it. If every voice counts, then you're going to get on this. Sorry, kids. A little bit more work here.